Hey guys, Rasheed Philips here, and today we are making one of my absolute favorite cuts of steak, Tomahawk. Why? It's just a monstrous, meaty, beefy behemoth. And in order to honor this amazing steak, I'm going to use a very wide range of flavors. I'm talking blue cheese powders, some Colombian roasted coffee grounds, use a nice smoked granulated garlic, some flaky sea salt, and then when it's just about ready, I'm gonna baste with a homemade herb brush. Very simple to make. Grab yourself some green onion, some fresh rosemary, some thyme or oregano, wrapping them nice and tight, melt down some butter, add in some grained or microplaned garlic, some salt and other aromatics that you like, dip it in, and we're gonna be basting our steaks throughout the cook, adding fat, adding flavor, adding acidity, which is going to result in an amazing, perfectly done steak. How do I know it's going to be perfectly done? Because we'll be doing the entire cook with the aid of our MEATER Plus. With this, I'll actually be able to track the internal and ambient temperatures throughout the entire cook. It'll actually go as far as to tell me when the cook is finished, how long to let it rest, and when I can start to slice, serve, and enjoy. So follow along with me as we go through this amazing Tomahawk cook. Let's get started. We're gonna go ahead and start to add those seasonings to our steaks. While I'm doing this, I've got my smoker coming up to temp. I've got my smoker running at about 500 degrees. I would much rather have the temperature higher than I needed to, so that as I'm loading the meat on and all that heat escapes, I end up right where I wanna be. To get this cook going, we're gonna use a binder to adhere all of those amazing ingredients to our steaks. In this case, we're just using a simple Dijon mustard. You can use whatever you like, or you can not use anything at all. I prefer Dijon mustard because I don't have to worry about it burning. Some people use particular oils and those can burn if they're not at a high smoke temp, like avocado oil. So if you're going to use oils, use something like avocado oil. It has a very, very high smoke temperature, which basically means it can be under heat for a very long time at a very high temperature before it starts smoking and burning up. And you guys may notice, I like to keep a clean hand if and when possible. One to massage in, the other to apply the rubs. A few little off pieces like this, you can just pull them off, don't have to worry about getting your knife out. And a lot of those are going to chop and fall off during the cook. Let's start getting our dry ingredients together. Our coffee, sea salt, smoked granulated garlic, and of course, our blue cheese powder. Mix those together, nice and thorough. It's gonna be so aromatic while cooking. And when done, you should have something that looks like this. Now that we have our rub nicely mixed together, we can start applying to our steaks. Be generous with the rub, we've made plenty, and we're gonna mop up later. Just pat it in, flip, and do the other side. Make sure we get each side, then we're gonna get our edges when we mop up. Now that we have our rub applied, we're gonna go ahead and insert our probes into the thickest portion of our steaks. All right guys, we've got our probes inserted. Next up is head on over to our smoker. We've got it set up for 2-zone cooking, which basically means I've got an open sear side and a side that has the heat dampened down. For this particular model, I just used both deflector plates and layered them on top of one another in order to lower the heat on one portion. This is a wonderful way to make sure you can fully manage your cook. You can slow it down or speed it up if you so choose. Let's get to it. We're going to set up our cook, select beef, tomahawk, and we're going to go to the MEATER recommended internal temperature of 140 degrees. Now that we've placed our steaks on the smoker, we're going to want to make sure we get our charger as close as possible. All right guys, it's my favorite part of the cook. It's time to eat. We've let our meat rest because the MEATER app notified us it was ready to remove from heat. Now to remove our probes. Remember, twist and pull. Perfect. Can't wait to slice into this. Move this guy to the side for now. Get this beauty right here. Time to check our work. Nice even pink, edge to edge, no gray bar. Final test. Loving the flavor of that blue cheese, loving the texture from the coffee. It's a win.
Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this cook as much as I have. I absolutely love reverse searing tomahawk steaks. If you'd enjoyed this recipe, please make sure you head over to meater.com for more.